We're going to make almond biscotti. So let's get started. This recipe is really easy and really quick. You're going to need a large bowl, of course, and you're going to start off with 1/2 cup of vegetable oil into your bowl. You're going to add 3 large eggs that you've had at room temperature. I'm just going to switch to my spoon and combine that together. Now you can use your hand mixer or your stand mixer if you want, but I do this actually by hand than rather dragging out the mixer and the beaters. So just blend your oil and your egg together and it'll look like this. And then now you're going to put a cup of granulated sugar into your bowl. And you're just going to combine that till it's all mixed real well. And it will look like this. Just going to beat it a little bit longer, and you're just going to beat it or mix it for about a minute or a minute and a half till it all comes together and it's creamed well. There we go. And you're going to put in 1 tablespoon of almond extract. And just combine that again with your spoon and beat it in well. There we go. Next you're going to use 3 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and you want to put in just a little at a time so you can blend it all when you're making actually the cookie dough. So far that's what it looks like. Add some more flour and blend that in. I'm going to put the rest of the flour, and that was 3 1/4 cups of flour. And the last thing that you're going to put in is a tablespoon of baking powder. And that's the last ingredient. And just combine this together till it forms the dough. Clean the sides of your bowl, get to the bottom so that flour mixture gets mixed well. And once you do, your cookie dough will look like this. Now it's quite thick, it's quite heavy, but it's going to bake up very light and very airy. It's going to be a great tasting cookie. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to need some type of cookie pan or baking pan. You don't have to spray it. And what you're going to do is you're going to divide the dough into 2 pieces. So just put a dollop of the cookie dough onto your pan. Try to make them as equal as possible. These are going to yield you about anywhere from 30 to 35 cookies, depending how large you cut your cookies, because you will be cutting them on a diagonal when you're ready to do so. All right, and now I have the dough out onto my cookie sheet, and then just take your hands and start patting it down, bringing it in with your hands. If you want to use a little bit of flour on your hands, go ahead. And just keep pushing it down to form a bar. And you want the cookies to be about a 1/2 inch in thickness. And anywhere from 8 to 10 inches long. So just start pressing them out with your hand and then bring them in. And square them off on the edges. I'm going to try to move this along for the video to give you a general idea of what they're going to look like. Now what you're going to do is once you shape your bars anywhere from 8 to 10 inches long and a 1/2 inch thick, and again square them off as best as you can. I'm just adding a little bit of flour so it won't stick to my hands so much. You're going to put them in the oven at 375, and you're going to bake these anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes. So again, just pat them out, square them off, and you're going to put them in the oven at 375 for 25 to 30 minutes. Now once they come out of the oven, you want to put them on a cooling rack. Here's one that actually has been baked for about 20 minutes, so start checking your oven. Now once they're cool enough, take them off your rack, and you're going to slice them diagonal all the way down. Whoops, you're cracking just a little there. You might have a couple that might crack. And I'm cutting them about a 1/2 inch diagonal. You can make these as thin or as thick as you want. Once you cut the cookies, you're going to put them back on a tray, and then you're going to place them cut side up onto the tray like this, cut side up onto the tray, and you're going to bake them anywhere from 6 to 10 minutes till they come out a toasted brown. Now I went ahead and baked some to show you, and here you go. This is your finished almond biscottis. An easy recipe, quick to make. They taste great with coffee, cappuccino, tea. Give it a try. I hope you like this recipe. Let me know. Leave your comments. I'd like to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.